The deepest place in the world's oceans is the Mariana Trench, which reaches a depth of more than 11 kilometers, almost 7 miles. It is so deep that if you could put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, its summit would still be more than 2 kilometers underwater.
Many Korean tales do not begin with once upon a time long ago, but with the phrase, the period when tigers smoked. Apparently, so long ago, tobacco was so cheap that everyone smoked.
A plant that can live in extreme conditions. Welwitschia is amazing. It can live for over 1,500 years in the Namib Desert, surviving almost exclusively on fog from the ocean.
A blood-red-colored waterfall known as Bloody Falls has been discovered in Antarctica. It got its color due to the high iron content in the water, which oxidizes when it comes into contact with air.
Do you know that feeling when your tongue hurts and tingles after you eat pineapple? The thing is, pineapple has an enzyme that digests other proteins. So when you eat pineapple, pineapple eats you. The language with the most dialects is Chinese, which includes hundreds of different dialects, the most famous of which are Mandarin, Cantonese, Shanghainese, and Minnan.
The longest female beard was 36 centimeters. Some female penguins engage in prostitution, performing sexual intercourse in exchange for pebbles to build a house. Sometimes, however, they simply trick the male into thinking they will have sex, and then run away as soon as they get a pebble.
Regionally accented cows. Research has shown that cows, like humans, can have different accents depending on the region in which they live. This is because animals adapt their sounds to better communicate with each other in a particular environment. The #1 buyer of explosives in the world is the US military. Number 2 is Disney. Drunk bees. In hot weather, nectar in flowers may ferment, and bees consuming such nectar may become drunk. Bee societies strictly control the behavior of their members, and drunk bees may not be allowed back into the hive. You can die if you eat polar bear liver. That's because the daily allowance of vitamin A for humans is 800. 900 microgram, and 100 grams of liver contains 400,000 microgram. If a bear eats your liver, you'll die too. The coldest place on Earth is Vostok Station in Antarctica, where the lowest surface air temperature of minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, was recorded.
The deepest man-made object is the Kola ultra-deep well drilled on the Kola Peninsula in Russia. It is more than 12 kilometers, 7.5 miles deep, making it the deepest point reached by man in the Earth's crust. The plant with the largest flower is Rafflesia arnoldi, whose flower can reach up to 1 meter in diameter and weigh up to 11 kilograms. This plant has no visible leaves, stems, or roots. The language with the most words is English, with over 1 million words in its vocabulary. This makes it one of the richest languages in the world in terms of word count. The largest waterfall in terms of water volume is Iguazu Falls on the border of Argentina and Brazil, far surpassing Niagara Falls in terms of flowing water.
The deepest ore mine is Mponeng in South Africa, which reaches a depth of nearly 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles underground, making it the deepest active mine in the world. The animal with the longest gestation period is the African elephant, which has a gestation period of about 22 months, the longest of any land animal. The oldest tree in the world, the Methuselah pine, is over 4,800 years old and is located in the White Mountains of California, USA. This makes it one of the longest-lived known uncloned organisms on Earth.